Being a software developer is great for the most part, but there are some parts of it that really are quite terrible. I've been a software engineer for 3 years, and in this video I will share with you 5 big downsides of working in this field. The first thing I want to tell you about is pain. Pain everywhere. Pain in the shoulders from being rounded forward. Pain in the neck due to stiff muscles. And of course, the pain in the soul that comes from spending an entire lifetime in front of the computer. I have always spent loads of time at the computer, even before getting into software development, but I vastly underestimated the impact a 40-hour coding job would have on my body. I have counteracted many of the bad effects by taking breaks and going to the gym multiple times a week, but the truth is that none of that offsets the massive amount of sitting that this field requires. So be warned, coding may be painful. The second bad thing about being a software developer is corporate slowness. I built this fully functional course platform in a week for my own website, but creating this thing in a corporate environment would have taken at least 2 years. There are reasons why corporations take their sweet time. There are more stakeholders, risks, and often outdated infrastructure. Add to that strict processes that must be followed even if they're not entirely relevant. But as a developer who cares greatly about fast results, I see this as a downside, even if it's a necessary evil. Be prepared for things to be slow when you score a corporate coding job. One more terrible thing about being a software developer is mental fatigue. Writing code is mentally intense. You're constantly solving problems, switching context, and holding complex systems in your head. Doing 7 to 8 hours of real coding every day, 5 days a week, makes the brain very tired. No other job that came before has made me as mentally exhausted as the coding job does. It's a profession that will make you tired. But mental fatigue is not the only way software development impacts mental health. In many coding roles, developers spend large amounts of time by themselves. Communication is often done via tickets and chat, and there is a lot of working alone from home. This results in social isolation. Now, I have always preferred being alone, so naturally I ended up in quite a lonely role, and it suits me mostly well. But despite being introverted, human connection is still a need that cannot be ignored. So this is definitely a downside of being a programmer. If you're a little bit social, consider instead opting for a software developer job that includes project or product management on top of just pure programming. Another bad thing about being a software developer is that work follows you home. In my case, the brain keeps processing work problems even when I'm not at work, and it's very hard to fully let go. This was not a problem when I worked as a security guard back in the day. Work is done the moment you pack up and go home, but with a coding job it's impossible to not think about work at home. This is made worse by working from home, which blurs the line between work and rest time. Being a software developer has downsides just like everything else, but the benefits of working in this field far outweigh those downsides, and I wholeheartedly recommend pursuing this career. So if you'd like to learn how to program things for yourself faster than anywhere else so that you can score a programming job, then check out my Speedy Python Fast Track course linked in the video description.